there. Come on in out of that cold, brr, Carolina winter weather. I'm Chris Brown. I'm your humble chimney sweep. Now that we've inspected your chimney, we need to take a few minutes and go over the chimney inspection report. So stay with me. All right, now let's take a look at this inspection report. And this is typical of my reports. Upper right-hand corner is a legend. Each one of these initials pertain to something. A is consistent with the age of the chimney. B, see comments below. C, repairs needed. D, need further evaluation. Or E, not applicable. They're placed into the boxes next to the parts of the chimney that can be easily identified in this diagram. And then, of course, you'll find my comments here below. Now let's take a look at your pictures and let's go over your inspection itself. So stay with me now. Hey, what a great picture of a great house, actually, right? Let's take a moment, though, and take a look at some of your pictures. Hey, so we're looking at the these are outdoor pictures of both the outdoor fireplace and the den fireplace. The one on the right here is the den, right? And it's a 13 by 18 flue. It's larger than the 13 by 13, which is for the outdoor fireplace. Now you'll notice, and I labeled them here for you, and you'll notice that neither one of them have chimney caps on them. Now, it's wise to have chimney caps because it keeps the squirrels and the birds and the water from pouring down the chimney, but it is not code required in this state, and so if we decide not to do that, well, you don't have to do it. Living room fireplace in the front of the house. You can see it's got a nice copper chimney cap up here. It has a screen on it, keeping those creatures out that we talked about. Also a top on it, keeping the water out. Everything about that looks great. Not have any problems with that. In the living room, we'll stick with that for a minute. It's got a set of what appears to be Peterson vented gas logs. They're working. I had them fired up. They use this remote. And by the way, these logs can be serviced. Parts can be gotten by Hearth and Patio. That's their #1 seller is Peterson logs. And by the way, that's what I have in my house is Peterson logs. I love them, and so will you. Let's scroll up here. We'll look good-looking damper. It's working well. It's got a little block on it, which is code required with vented gas logs. You need to block the damper. You don't want people closing the damper, forgetting to open it, firing up the logs, and fill the house up with carbon monoxide. On a wood burner, you don't have to worry about that because smoke comes into the house. But carbon monoxide obviously is odorless and colorless, etc. When this chimney was relined, and this is the one that had the chimney fire, when this was relined, this is what this new smoke chamber, that's the area between the damper and the stainless steel liner, was applied some good refractory cement in here. And boy, did they do a good job. This is a James Owens job, by the way. Let's scroll down here. Let's take a look at what that liner system looks like. So this is that stainless steel liner in there. I ran a camera scope up the chimney, and this is just up underneath that fancy chimney cap that's on the top. I wanted to kind of give you an idea what happens when you have a chimney fire. The old flue system, and that's what this would have looked like. Now this isn't that one. These are some stock pictures of mine from over the years. This is what a typical liner looks like after a chimney fire. What happens is it's called thermal shock. When you have a chimney fire, the temperature of the liner gets up to 1500 degrees in such a quick amount of time that it cracks the liner. And this would be a typical, this couple of our guys way back when installing a stainless steel liner for this customer, and that's exactly what would have taken place with yours. And so now let's take a look here in the den fireplace, open wood burner. Hey, missing a little bit of mortar, some soft mortar joints here in the firebox area. That's just normal wear and tear. That needs to be sealed up. And working damper, no problems with the damper. Let's take a look at the flue system there. So we ran the scope up. We ran it all the way up. You're looking at daylight in here. Flue system looks good. The only thing is a lot of creosote buildup in there. Creosote is actually what fuels chimney fires, and that's what would have built up in the front fireplace, the living room fireplace, before they had the chimney fire. So good to get it swept out before you start using it again. and might as well fix those bad spots in the firebox, and I've given you a price on doing that. Let's take a look at the outdoor fireplace. Another wood-burning fireplace, has had very little use. Here's a picture up in the smoke chamber area, just above the damper. Flue system looks good. Hey, we went up underneath the house. The only hearth extension that we could actually get to was the den fireplace hearth extension. We're just looking for clearances in here, and it looks great. You folks have questions for me, give me a call, 704-526-6348. You can always email me at chris@affordablesweep.com. Thanks.